with an exclusive look at how we train our dolphins. Please welcome to the stage one of our dolphin trainers.
Giving you all a behind-the-scenes look of just what it's like to care for and train our dolphins each and every single day here. Being a dolphin trainer is truly a dream come true. Now here at Georgia Aquarium, we have 13 bottlenose dolphins that call this place home. 6 males and 7 females. And we're going to be starting off our show today by introducing you to some of our ladies. So without further ado, I would love to give these girls a formal introduction. First up, she's our youngest dolphin over on the left-hand side. Put your hands together for Coquina. Next up, we have our smallest dolphin, weighing in at a dainty 350 pounds. Say hello to Gonala. Now last but certainly not least, we have the matriarch of our pod and one of our highest flying little rock stars, soaring her way on into the spotlight. Put your hands together and make it nice and loud to encourage Phoebe. Now that you've been introduced to these ladies, we're going to have Kamala and Coquina make their way over to your side for an up-close and personal look today. Now all of the dolphins that you see here are known as bottlenose dolphins, and they get their name from the very distinctive shape to their nose and their head. But did you know, dolphins don't actually have noses or even a sense of smell. Instead, this front area of their face is actually known as their rostrum. Now this area of the dolphin is incredibly important because this is where we first start our training by asking our dolphins to touch or target their rostrum to a tool known as a target pole. Now following this target, we're able to train or shape all sorts of different types of behaviors. So if we move this target pole in an up and down motion, you might get a small behavior from these two. Now likewise, if we move that target pole from side to side, I bet you all can guess what they're going to do next. That head shake now. Now when a dolphin calf is first born, they actually have several hair-like whiskers on their rostrum. These hairs, which eventually fall out, are just one of the 5 characteristics that classify dolphins as mammals, just like you and me. All mammals give live birth and nurse their young. Mammals are also warm-blooded, so dolphins maintain an average body temperature of 97.9 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very similar to that of our own. Now the fifth and final characteristic that classifies dolphins as mammals is actually going to be breathing air. But we already talked about how dolphins don't have noses, right? So instead, they breathe from their blowhole, which is located directly on top of their head. Now not only is this where they breathe from, but this is also where all of their vocalizations are produced as well. When they make these clicks and whistles, they sound a
Thank you, Carly. My name is Jake, and I'm joined out here by Christina and her new friend Reagan. Now, normally Christina would have her own microphone, but since our waterproof microphone is in the shop right now, I'm going to be doing all the talking from over here. So we're going to be introducing Reagan to some of our show stars today, Rumidiana and Roxy. So they're going to make their way over to Christina and Reagan, and they're going to say hello. So what we're going to do is we're just going to introduce ourselves by waving both our hands. So in just a second, as soon as they're getting their little fish over there, we can go ahead and say hello. So Reagan, go ahead and put up your hands and give them a nice big wave. Dolphins meet Reagan, Reagan meet dolphins. Nicely done. And now that we've been properly introduced, we're going to see what they feel like, okay? So what you're going to do is you're just going to reach down and you're going to give Roxy a nice little back rub. What do you think it feels like, Reagan? Weird, yeah, it feels kind of weird. So they're pretty rubbery. They actually shell their skin every 2 hours, which helps keep them really smooth and hydrodynamic in the water. The most common answer we get is rubber. I've also heard a wet hot dog. Now, Reagan, do you know what you want to be when you grow up? Does she know what she wants to be when she grows up? She doesn't know. Well, neither do I. But we can work on our dolphin skills today. How does that sound? We're going to do some training with them. So right now with Rumidiana, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to spin your whole body around in a circle, okay? And check her out, she's dancing with you. Nicely done. Now, when Reagan spun around in a circle, our dolphin spun around in a circle. What do you guys think she's going to do if we jump up and down? Let's test it out. She's not jumping, she's trying to get Reagan soaking wet. We cannot let her get away with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a little splash fight over here. So we're going to have Reagan reach in the water and give our dolphins a nice big splash. Gotcha, Reagan. Our dolphins are going to win that contest every single time. Now, one of the best parts about being a dolphin trainer is being able to feed our dolphins. So we're going to give Reagan the chance to feed one of our dolphins today. We're going to find her a nice, big, juicy, slimy, restaurant quality herring. And Reagan, you can go ahead and toss that right in her mouth. Nice shot, you're a natural. Now, that was pretty fun, but everybody, Reagan has a small problem. What do you guys think that is? Smell your hands. Pretty fishy, right? Don't worry, Reagan. Me and Christina have a special dolphin trainer secret to get rid of that smell, so you're just going to do everything that Christina does, okay? Stick your hands out right in front of you, slap them together, rub them around really fast, a little faster, and then just wipe them off right on your shirt. Works every time. That's going to be a long car ride home for Reagan's family. Now, Reagan has been a fantastic volunteer for us today, so we actually have one more surprise for her. We're going to have Rumidiana come up here on the slide out, and Reagan can give her a nice little hug to say goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Rumidiana and Roxy. And now we're going to give a bigger round of applause for our newest dolphin trainer, Reagan.
Thank you, Jake, Christina, and Reagan. That was incredible. Now, it's once we build these really strong relationships based on trust that we'll have a really good idea of what our dolphins find most motivating, or what we call here reinforcing. For reinforcers, there's a wide variety of different things that we can offer them, but these are going to fall under two categories that we call primary and secondary reinforcers. Our primary is going to be anything that animals naturally find reinforcing. So for dolphins, different types of fish is an excellent example of this. Secondary reinforcers, on the other hand, are going to be things that they learn to find reinforcing throughout their lifetimes. So this can be a wide variety of different things, from different toys that they like to play with, Georgia Aquarium, our hope is that we can inspire you all, our guests, to care about this incredible world that we all share. It is our responsibility to protect these animals for future generations yet to come. So one last time, we would love to share with you the great